In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way to knock out the Riot Shield challenge, get 2 kills while dying 10 times. Now, as most of you are probably aware, this challenge is not a lot of fun. But lucky for you, I'm going to share with you everything that worked for me and everything that didn't so that you guys can knock out this challenge as quickly as possible. But before we start, just know the gameplay you're seeing is just standard gold Riot Shield gameplay. Didn't want to go back and redo the challenges as most of you would assume. Tip number 1, make sure that you're using stun grenades. They are extremely important when getting multiple kills with a Riot Shield, as you'll be able to slow down the enemy, catch up, and beat them with the shield. What I like to do is save my stun grenade for the second enemy so that I can at least get one. I know I only need one more to knock out the challenge. I'm going to use the stun grenade on the second guy. So using that stun grenade will make a massive difference, especially if you wait and use it on the second kill. Tip number 2, run dead silence. This is also another extremely useful thing to be running with the Riot Shield while you're going for challenges. As most of you know, everybody in this game has headsets now. So if you're trying to come up behind somebody with a Riot Shield, they're most likely going to hear you. So having that dead silence is very, very useful. Would also recommend doing what I mentioned with the stun grenades and saving that dead silence for the second enemy. If you take out one player, all you need is one more to complete the challenge. Run the deadie, use the stun. It makes it significantly easier to get the second guy. Tip number 3 is to run UAVs and counter UAVs and switch your kill streaks over to score streaks. What this will do is, obviously running around with a Riot Shield, you'll be collecting these tags, and it'll make it really fast to getting UAVs and counter UAVs if you have it set to score streaks. And these can be very, very useful considering you only need 2 kills in a row. So constantly calling UAVs, constantly calling counter UAVs, and potentially getting your buddies to play with you and do the same will make it significantly easier for you to knock out this challenge. Tip number 4 is to play the right game mode. I see a lot of people playing objective-based game modes, which is great for a lot of the challenges, but for this challenge specifically, I think you're better off in team deathmatch or kill confirmed. The reason for that is it can be kind of difficult to take out a player with a Riot Shield, even more difficult to take out too. And when you're playing objective based game modes like domination or hardpoint, you're going to run into a lot of enemies in the same spot. So playing a more widespread game mode like TDM or kill confirmed, where the players are spread more throughout the map, no one's all rushing to the same location, you have a much better chance of separating those enemies and making it a little bit easier to get 2 in a row. Tip number 5, get better at playing doorways. Playing the doorways with the Riot Shield can be extremely boring waiting for someone to come through, but it can be very, very beneficial, especially if you have dead silence, especially if you have stuns. Letting someone run through a doorway and coming up behind them makes this challenge way easier. So definitely learn to play the doorways a little bit better. I know it can be hard for some of you because some of you are like me that just constantly play super aggressive and are just running around the map. Slow it down a little bit, especially when it comes to getting that second kill. It'll make this way less stressful for you. The last tip that I have for you is extremely important and will save you a ton of time. I wish I was doing this when I first started going for this challenge, but it took me until almost the end to figure it out. Play super aggressive for your first kill. You obviously need 2 kills in a row without dying. If you're playing slow the entire game, you're wasting a lot of time. So play super aggressive until you get 1 Riot Shield kill. Once you get that first Riot Shield kill, then you can start to slow down big time. But play really aggressive until you get 1, and then play extremely slow until you get that second one. What I would recommend doing, save your stun, save your dead silence, save your doorway for the next guy. Go out, rush around the map, try to kill someone, then start playing your doorways and use your stun and dead silence so that you pretty much guarantee yourself that second kill in a row. So these are the tips that I have for you when it comes to completing this challenge with the Riot Shield. It wasn't as hard as past games. I don't think you guys will have too much problems with it. The more you wait though, the more you're going to run into other players leveling up guns like shotguns and Riot Shields as well. So get in there now while there's still a lot of people using SMGs and ARs, and you should be able to get this done pretty quick. But if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments down below and I'll be sure to try to help you out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.